Okay, so as you can see, the result from in this glass cup here, that just shows on how dirty that carburetor really was. Okay, so I'm just going to use a partial Tecumseh repair kit. The part number for it is 631021B. So it consists with a bowl O-ring, bowl nut gasket, the needle, the seat, and then the little rod where you put the needle on. And I'm also going to put in a new float, which is actually a used float. This was the float that came off of the original carburetor on our chipper shredder, in which this float, however, it's still good. And the part number, I don't really remember what the part number is for these brass floats from Tecumseh, but I'll put in the part number on the screen, and as well as a new bowl too, which is, this is also the bowl that came off of the original carburetor on the chipper shredder, and its part number is 631867. And so without further ado, we'll get this carburetor put back on. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, let me put it in macro. There we go. So this is the idle the idle mixture screw. So it's all cleaned up, so I'm going to install a brand new O-ring. I'm going to go ahead and just insert it into the carburetor. Okay, I'll just take the screwdriver. If it will get in there. Oh, there we go. Alright, so the screw is in, and I turned it out about 3/4 of a turn, which I think that's where it was, and I'm just going to leave it the way it is, and I could always tweak it once I get it running. Alright, so I got the mixture screw all cleaned up too, and I also put in a new washer and a new O-ring. So now I'm just going to put all that back into our jet, and I'm going to screw this all the way in. Okay, so it's screwed in all the way, and then I'm going to back it out about 1.5 turns. Okay, so there's a half, 1 full turn, and a half. Usually 9 times out of 10 it'll run fine when the screw is turned out a turn and a half, but I could always tweak it if I need to. Alright, so next we'll start installing our needle seat. And as you see here, make sure y'all can see that. So the smooth end of the needle has to face toward the tool here. So we'll put it in just like that, and then we'll just install it in this hole right here. Now if you do not have this tool, you could always use a drill bit. Kind of just wiggle it around a little bit and make sure it gets in there nice and even, and just like that. That's how you want it. Well, actually I was wrong. Now that's supposed to get in. I didn't quite push it in far enough, and so cool. Next I'm gonna grab my new needle. I'm just gonna get it on this pin. You just want to get it on just like that. And so now I'll get this put on the float. Alright, so now got the needle here. Now we'll just put the needle on our float, which it just goes in, just fits it on that tongue, and there you have it. That's how you want it. That's how you want it on. So now I'll get this assembled onto the carburetor. Now this pin, you want it to actually point toward the air cleaner side of the carb, and that's where we have it. But I don't think it really matters, so we'll just get that put in. Alright, so now just take your little rod here, make sure you kind of get the float all lined up, and then just push the rod in. And this is a brand new rod, by the way. Alright. Alright, so perfect. So I can tell the float is perfectly adjusted. It's at the right level, so that's good. Alright, so next we'll take our O-ring here, which we got to get it on just before we can put the bowl on. Okay, just to get it all situated here. Alright, so let me just get this O-ring all situated here, and then I'll go grab the bowl. Alright, so next we'll put our bowl on, and you want the flat side of the bowl to be right toward from where the needle is, which is right along here. So it just goes on just like that. Try to make sure that O-ring, you don't want that O-ring to be visible, so I'll just make sure it's all in there real good, and then I'll install our jet screw. Alright, so I'll just set the bowl nut gasket right there. Just grab our bolt. I'm going to hand tighten it first. Still is a little bit stiff though, but so I'll get this all tightened up. Alright, so again, just take our 7/16 wrench here. We'll just tighten it up. Now you don't want it to be ridiculously tight, because the bolt could actually break on you, which I've had that happen before, and that's why I had to replace the carburetor on the chipper shredder. And again, also don't over tighten it too, because you could easily strip the threads on the carburetor. Okay, try just one more snug, and that's plenty tight right there. Okay, so got a rebuilt Tecumseh carburetor. So this will apply to a lot of engines, or I would say Tecumseh carburetors on any engine, and even as well as lawnmowers too. So so let me install this on the leaf vac, and let's see if it'll run. Alright, so let's go right ahead and install our linkage for the governor. And so you want to put it in this hole right here to the right. That's where it was. Okay, just kind of want to turn the carburetor upside down sometimes just to be able to get it in. There we go. So I'll just start getting the screws all aligned. Alright, so I'll go and get the screwdriver here. Oh yes, just right beside me. Just kind of get them started here. Just to get them all started here, and then I'll tighten them up evenly, just so that way the carburetor goes on nice and evenly, just to prevent any air leaks. Alright, so now let me get the this air cleaner plate. Just need to put it on. Let me just get the screws all situated here. Alright. And then just finally I'll go get our fuel line hooked up here. Let me get that clamp secured. Come on. Alright, this thing ain't cooperating with me. So anyways, I'll get that clamp put on at the end of the fuel line, and then put some gas in it, and let's see if this thing will run. Alright, so let's turn the fuel valve on. Let's give her a go. Let's see what she'll do. Alright, let's see. Oh, she's getting ready to go. Oh, come on. We're almost there. Hey, how about that? Let's see if the transmission works. Oh, she died for some reason. I guess I didn't put enough gas in it, but it's got some. I don't get that. I don't know why she died, but cool. Well, cool. So she actually does seem to run really good. So just took a lot of pulls though, but I mean, that's to be expected since it'd been sitting for quite a long time. But yeah, at least transmission actually does work really good. I tested out forward. I didn't try the higher gears like third and fourth gear. And reverse works good. So cool. But too bad Troy-Bilt doesn't make one of these little housings just to be able to use this thing as a leaf back, but oh well. But at least that my grandfather can use this thing as a chipper. So I guess whenever I get my new air filter, I'll definitely test this thing out, see how well it'll chip. And my grandfather does have the bag for it, so yeah, pretty cool. So just for all giggles here, let's see if she'll restart. Okay, the throttle's in the slow position. Well, I think she needs choke. Oh, almost. Come on. Oh, I think she needs a choke. Oh, come on. Oh well, no matter. But at least I know that it runs, so that's good. So just got to wait for my new air filter to come, and then also as well as change the oil too. Cool. All right, so hope y'all enjoyed this video. So thanks for watching.